Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video, doing Storm Watch for today's second video. So we've got risk of some thunderstorms across southern and central southeast parts of England this evening and into the night. So I shall talk you through the latest on those thunderstorms potential possibilities with Storm Watch in a moment. Just say that first video saying was our 6 AM upload, and if that wasn't enough, we've got a 10 to 14 day. That will include all operating coming up for you later on this afternoon. And please like, share, subscribe on videos, and thank you so much everybody for doing that. Thank you so much to Rich for the Stormwatch gift. Thank you so much, Rich, about I love it. I love Stormwatch gift. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, so you're going to start off with weather warnings. So we have got weather warnings at UK Met. We've got a yellow warning for thunderstorms through the southeastern corner, from East Anglia, southern parts of Lincolnshire, down into parts of the East and South Midlands, through central southern England, and into the southeast of England as well. This is valid from 7 PM this evening until 3 AM tomorrow morning. They're saying thunderstorms may bring disruption in some areas, especially to travel. So it really is in that eastern and southeastern part of the country. The reason that we've got this thunderstorm risk is that we're still bringing up a warm southerly wind, and it's an unstable wind as well. So this is the fact chart for 6 AM this morning, just expired of course. This has been human interpretation of the forecasters by the UK Met. So you can see we're between weather fronts at the moment. So we're actually having a rather quieter day and a slightly transient ridge, but this occluded front down here to the southwest is heading in our direction. At the same time, we're pulling up these warm and unstable southerly to southwest winds. So by midnight, this is the fact chart for midnight tonight, things really kicking off. We've got like an array of frontal systems and different features pushing across the country. The main one being this cold front, of course. It's going to change the air mass, so we'll introduce something cooler and fresher for tomorrow. But ahead of this cold front, we've got these little features, convergence lines and whatnot, that will be enhancing the risk of some heavy showers and probably thunderstorms as well, given the warmth and humidity within the atmosphere. By midday tomorrow, those fronts have all pushed away, and we're actually under another little slight transient ridge from the southwest, particularly across England and Wales. And we can expect that showers will ease down. It'll be a rather cooler, fresher day as well tomorrow, although still reasonably warm for the time of year. Now, as ever, Cape doesn't look all that great with this. So this is the Cape forecast, convective potential forecast from the GFS midnight run. You can see there's lots and lots of Cape across the continent, so no problems there for convective potential. But for us across England and Wales, doesn't look great for Cape, but I think there will be enough energy within the atmosphere to support thunderstorms, especially more southern and southeastern area. Will import them from France, so I think they will be able to sustain themselves for a while anyway, until they push off into the North Sea. So looking at some model data, we can see that at 2 PM this afternoon, it's WRF by the way from Metro Sierra, whatever. At 2 PM this afternoon, most areas are dry, but we have got first signs of trouble moving in towards Ireland perhaps. Now as we go through the course of the afternoon and into the evening, we find showers becoming more widespread across parts of Wales, western England and southwestern England as well. Mainly dry through much of eastern England up to around 8, 9, 10 PM. It's really around sort of 10, 11 PM up to midnight that we bring this area of very heavy rain up from France into the south of England. That's where thunderstorms will be. I think this stuff further northwest, I don't think that would be thunderstorms. That's just like showery outbreaks of rain, I think. But this area coming up from France, this sort of yellow, orange area, that will be where we have the thunderstorm risk, I think, across central southern parts of England up to around midnight, and then that area pushes north, intensifies further. So it does also by the early hours. This is 3 AM. There could be some very, very heavy rain indeed, torrential rain through the East Midlands and running in towards East Anglia and parts of South East England. Again, where we have the most violent of the colours, that's where the heaviest of the rain is going to be, and where we'll have the greatest risk, I would have thought, of thunderstorms. So around 1, 2, 3 AM, those storms could become really quite intense. They push northwards in towards East Anglia as well as southern parts of Lincolnshire, and then out into the North Sea by the time we get through to the end of the night and into breakfast. Things will be calming down. This is how the high resolution pairs model is looking at the weather outlook. Again, not that much going on this afternoon. The first showers arriving across the country into the evening. Those showers pushing a little bit further northwards, a bit quicker with pairs compared to DRS. So by 9 p.m, we've already got some really quite heavy rain through parts of the Midlands down into central southern England, and that intensifies a little bit more as we go to around 11 p.m. and midnight across the south and the southeast and central southern parts of England, and then the whole lot pushes away in towards the North Sea as we go in towards breakfast time. So the greatest risk of heavy showers and storms will be through parts of the Midlands, central southern England, and then over towards eastern, southeast parts of England from around sort of 9 p.m. onwards. I would have thought to around 3 or 4 a.m. The DWD icon model is looking like this from the weather outlook. So again, we find those showers in the west and southwest initially, and then spreading eastwards. Again, intensifying as they do so. This is midnight, and you see that the risk of the most intense rain is in this narrow swathe here. That's where I think we will have a cluster of thunderstorms through parts of southern Lincolnshire, in towards the East Midlands, and then down into central and southern parts of England. And then that cluster of thunderstorms is likely to push eastwards in towards East Anglia, maybe southeast England, but it's a little bit further northwards actually with this, with the icon model. And then again out into the North Sea by the time we get through to breakfast time, so things will be calming down. And then the final model is UKV, so a high resolution model from the UK Met. It's actually the highest resolution model that you can get, I believe, at the moment. And when you see with this one again, the shower begin to kick off in the southwest and across Northern Ireland. That's a cold front, of course, there. We've got bands of rain. That's where the cold front will be residing through Ireland. Ahead of it, we've got these showers kicking off through parts of Wales, southwestern England by the end of this afternoon. They push northwards, so showery rain moving northwards, and then we find the wet weather intensifying in the south. So again, where we have this area of orange and red colours, that's where the thunderstorms are. I think this further northwest, I don't think that's particularly thundering. That's just showery outbreaks of rain. But this area here, if you like, the Midlands, particularly the South and East Midlands, down into central southern England, and over towards East Anglia, south east England, that's where we've got the most intense rain. Really, it's quite intense. We've got deep red colours there, indicating like 30 to 60 millimetres hour rainfall, you know, so very, very intense rain there across some parts of southern England. It's probably enough to produce localised flooding, flash flooding in some areas. And I think that area will be containing lightning and thunder as well. That's 10 p.m. So again, just a little bit quicker, bring these storms northwards and eastwards than like WRF was. But yeah, you know, the wet weather intensifies through the evening, becomes a mass of heavy rain and probably thunderstorms to some parts of Lincolnshire, East Midlands, East Anglia, and into southeast of England as well by sort of 11 p.m. midnight. And then second half of the night, things calm down very quickly. All of those storms trundle off rapidly into the North Sea as the cold front sweeps them away. And by the end of the night, all areas looking mainly dry, and we'll be feeling quite a lot fresher. And that will be the end of this particular sort of thundery outbreak. So, quite an interesting scenario. I think there will be the potential for those parched areas of the south and the southeast and eastern England to get some quite torrential rain through the course of the night. Not only particularly, it's like first half of the night as well, later on the night things calm down. Also, particularly for sort of the south and east Midlands, central southern England, probably to southern parts of Lincolnshire, East Anglia, and down to southeast of England as well. But we'll have a risk of these downpours. They could be really quite torrential and could produce flash flooding and difficult driving conditions. So if you're off out and about tonight, or this evening anyway, then do take care. Right, okay, so that's what you'll take with Stormwatch. We'll be back later on with 10 to 14 day. It's going to include all operating features, so come back for that one then. But Stormwatch, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.